Welcome back, YouTubers, to Q&A number 50. The 50th Q&A the British Fists have ever done. That is a massive landmark for us, isn't it, NJ?
Oh, yes, it is, because for 50 of all numbers, 50 is 50 away from 100, 50 is a good number, 50, 50, 50.
50, 50, 50 is also 50-50, kind of like the British Fist, NJ,
as well.
Oh,
yes.
And also, only 2 away from the year-long one. That should be pretty awesome. Year-long worth of doing Q&As at number 52. Don't forget, guys, we're the British Fist.
Go, Jay!
And I'm also Mr. Parkin, and this guy sitting next to me is NJ, everybody.
What's up, people?
Awesome. Subscribe above, like this video, comment any thoughts you have on the questions you've answered down in that comment section below, or just wave your hand around aimlessly like NJ's just
Make
done.
sure you contact us in the link and get your thoughts below.
I might try that a little bit. It looks fun, NJ. So Q&A number 50, keep sending us your questions because we do want to get more of your questions out so we can get onto Q&A number 52. That's a big landmark for us. So keep sending your questions through YouTube inbox, through commenting down below, or through our Facebook as well, facebook.com/British Fist. All links and stuff will be in the description box, as NJ just mentioned. And please be patient. We will answer your questions when they come around.
Patience.
Patience is a virtue, isn't it, NJ?
Patience.
Especially when you're British. Patience is a big virtue. Anyway, let's go on to the questions, NJ. Let's stop being patient and start answering some Q&A questions. God damn it. The first 3 questions come from Gexplan. Since TNA has low ratings on Spike TV, do you think it would help to put their product on another channel? Only if it was a more popular, more established channel, in my opinion.
TNA, even though they go onto another channel, I don't think it's going to do much justice. People's opinion of TNA has dropped. So I think even if they do go on another channel, people are still going to see TNA as the same product. So, no.
It's true. What you say is very true. I think what Gexfan may be getting at here is the fact that you put it on another channel, maybe a more popular channel, maybe a more mainstream channel, and more people may tune in to watch it because, let's face it, in TNA, one of the problems they have is their marketing, or lack of marketing sometimes, and especially when you're on Spike TV, which isn't the most established channel, and it is one of the highest rated things on Spike TV. And if they want to improve the ratings, they may have to move to another, maybe a bigger channel if they will be able to.
But then if they do go to another channel, TNA's got to replace something. Well, what is going to want to replace TNA?
What?
What's going to want to be replaced by TNA?
Oh, I don't have a clue.
Nothing.
ROH. If you could fire the TNA commentators, who would you replace them with? I've got 2 suggestions.
My suggestion is just fire them all and just have a little box sitting there just speaking away. Oh, what a good match. It's like
a very good suplex there by Kurt Angle. I think the perfect commentators for TNA would be us, the British Fist. Would you not think so, NJ? But on a serious note though, NJ, okay. Get rid of Tenay and Taz and bring in the old favourites, Jeremy Borash and Don West. Just bring in those 2 guys. They'll be the best 2 for TNA. For me personally, anyway.
They would be good names.
Yes, very good names. Yes, Borash and Don West. Yes, very good. Do you think Triple H should be as big as he is now if he didn't go out with Stephanie?
There's a debate between this because some people think that Triple H, being a big guy he is, because he's got this big body build, maybe Vince would still look at him and think, yes, he's got the big build that I like about him, but at the same time, when he entered the McMahon family, things went sky high for him. Yeah,
and also if you look at it in this way, he's going to be getting the McMahon air pretty much, isn't he, from going out with Stephanie? And I know you love that, as you would love to email Triple H with your thoughts. I'm a massive fan of yours. I want to post my thoughts to WWE to your email address. But I mean, if he didn't go out with Stephanie, he wouldn't have the whole McMahon thing going for him right now. So I mean, in that sense, he wouldn't be as big. And I also think the fact he went out with Stephanie meant that he did get a push. As we do know, backstage politics does play a big part in WWE.
Very true. And Gexplan, if you're not down with that, we've just got 2 words for you. Suck it!
I was going to say ka-ching. That should have been it. We got 2 words for you.
Ka-ching!
Indeed. And here comes Herpes. Send us another question. Here comes the Herpes. How long have you and NJ known each other, and how did you meet each other? Well, our mums are pretty good friends, which is how we met each other, and it wasn't until kind of like summer 2010 that we really started being like proper friends that met up on a regular basis, and then we started doing these YouTube videos. So, do you want to explain your part of the history?
Well, my part of this is that we were always friends, but it's obviously with things that gone on in our lives that kept us apart. But now, because of summer 2011, there's one song. Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited and it feels so good. Okay, moving on.
And also, I think wrestling has brought us together as well, isn't it?
Thank you, WWE.
We both started, and TNA.
TNA. And
I can't, yeah, ROH. No, because I'm reviewing ROH myself now, so
no,
it doesn't even count, does it, really?
Not anymore.
Loz in Thailand. I'm guessing your name is Lawrence and that you reside from Thailand. 3 questions. Your favourite Raw GM since the brand split? I know yours is.
3 minutes. Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff was pretty awesome, I must admit, just because this guy is so entertaining. John Laurinaitis, what a fantastic GM he's been for the WWE, by far. The reason he's called Mr. Excitement is because, no, NJ, he doesn't bore the hell out of you like Eric Bischoff used to with his HLA. He is actually entertaining and his botches are fun. Just got to say this. If you don't get it, get it. If you don't get it, figure it out. That just says so much about the Raw GM right now. And SmackDown GM.
Yes.
Do you want to move on?
Yeah,
do you think Wade Barrett will get a world title push this year when he returns?
Okay,
Yes.
I can't even do this, but yes! 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 Yes!
The only thing that could get NJ doing that would be a possible Wade Barrett title push. But yeah, I mean, WWE had plans to give him the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, and they were going to do that. And then he got injured, of course. And they do have plans to give him the belt. So I would think they would give him a world title belt. And I think he's thoroughly deserving of a world title belt push, if I'm honest.
Wade Barrett in the main event, title picture, the champion, awesomeness for SmackDown, or even Raw if he goes on to Raw.
Hopefully he'll be the first British WWE champion as well, main event champion. But there we go. Go Wade indeed for us Brits.
Wait.
Brings back the Money in the Bank 2011 live reactions there. If you were Johnny Ace, aka Mr. Excitement, and Vince told you to raid TNA's roster for talent, who would be your #1 pick, and do you think he would be able to make a big impact in the WWE? Who would you like that person to feud with in WWE? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll both do this separately. Who would you pick from TNA to come to WWE?
Again, because he's improved, he's better than what he was. Buddy Ray!
And who would you have him feud against?
I'd have him come in, and as he's a main eventer, he'll go after a base, and having to get base in SmackDown or Raw, it's kind of hard to pick because the booking's a bit weird, but maybe they could bring him in, and he'd go straight up to CM Punk.
Could be a good one, NJ. I think for me, I think James Storm. I really like James Storm in TNA. I think he's got that look and that character that WWE would want in their product. But the big question is, and you just seem to want to chime in with something here.
Well, it's the thing, you're saying James Storm, and when I think of James Storm, I think it would have been better if the WWE brought in Bear!
Oh, as a tag team, of course, Bear Money, exactly, yeah. Sorry, I've missed my cue there totally, but it would be good if they brought in both Robert Roode and James Storm. But in my opinion, I do think James Storm as a singles wrestler would be good for WWE. I think WWE he could be used as a face or a heel. I think at the moment WWE do really need big baby faces, and I think if I was going to bring him with WWE based on this whole alcohol angle they're doing right now with CM Punk and Chris Jericho, if they had Chris Jericho around, I'd throw him straight in a feud with Chris Jericho. I would. Honestly, I'd really have big plans for James Storm if he came to WWE, but there we go. Pete for Life 93. Who are your Money in the Bank 2012 picks? We'll start with Raw and then we'll do SmackDown. For Raw, there's not really many people there, is there? Younger guys. Dolph Ziggler, would you say?
The only reason I'm saying Dolph, yeah, people can complain about him because of his bad booking, but it's always like the bad booking turned into good booking after they won Money in the Bank, apart from Brian, but it'll be a good thing for Dolph to maybe get the chance to go to the main event with the Money in the Bank.
Let's face it, Dolph hasn't exactly been built up very well, so perfect opportunity there for a Money in the Bank win, because WWE never build up their Money in the Bank winners for anything, do they really? Oh, God. But on Raw, there's not really much talent to choose from in terms of like new up-and-coming talent, so I'd have to say someone like Dolph Ziggler to win Money in the Bank. Maybe even Miz if you want to do that, because he does have a push sometime, WWE, come on!
Again.
What about SmackDown? Rhodes?
Of all the people, I think because Wade's going to get in a different way, I'm pretty sure now, because he's missed his Money in the Bank chance, there might be another way to get him into it. So Cody Rhodes to go for it, yes.
Yeah, I think Cody Rhodes on SmackDown, if they're going to put him in the main event scene, the Money in the Bank route would be the best route to go. I did hear with Ray Barrett, they did want him to win Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. So you never know, they may make him win a Money in the Bank match at some time down the line if they were going to go down that idea.
It's just a shame it's not at WrestleMania, which it would have been, because it's still a Money in the Bank win, but it's not at a big pay-per-view like WrestleMania. So.
Very true, very true. Scorpion Reviewer, do you review Scorpions? Just saying. After the feud with Brock Lesnar, what do you think the WWE are going to do with John Cena? What will be his next feud?
John Cena.
I have no idea. What are they going to do with John Cena after Brock Lesnar? We really don't know, do we? Well, maybe feud with Mark Henry or something?
Feud? Why not just injure him and get him out for a little while? You know, F1 onto a steel step, steel chair.
To be honest, let's face it. As much as you hate John Cena, he could do with the time off and allow just to get off TV so people could like refresh their memories about him. And when he comes back, he may get a better reception. So I think a break, maybe what you're saying, even though I know you said it because you hate Cena, would actually be the best thing Vince could do for John Cena right now. Give him a break and give us a break from him.
Yes, this bad booking he's getting at the moment, his losses and that is good, but obviously he's still around, so he's still going to be in the main event. So if he got injured, he'll be out the main event scene, and WWE would have to push other talent.
Yeah, I think he could do with Mark Henry, but that's just me. Mr. Tiffer 624. Do you think the year that Taker goes into the Hall of Fame, the streak will end? I don't think the streak will end, but I think he will definitely go into the Hall of Fame. Possibly on his last WrestleMania, maybe further down the line. He will definitely go in there.
With Taker being a big name he is, I think when he has his last WrestleMania, he shouldn't go in that year because that's like too quick for a guy who's been in the company for that long. They should stretch it for a special WrestleMania, special time, special location, not just put it when. No, though maybe that's too soon, but I just think they need to space him out after he's won his big WrestleMania match.
I think Undertaker's one of those guys, like Flair, like Hogan, like, people like that, like Shawn Michaels. It's really one of those guys that, in my opinion, could go into the Hall of Fame on his last match, just because if he's going to lose, they generally do it like that when they're going to lose. Like, for example, Ric Flair and people like that. Ricky Steamboat is another one of those guys in 2009. So they could do that. I'd like to see them have a special time when he does headline the Hall of Fame. So I do think he should headline the Hall of Fame when he goes in there. Could it end, if the streak ends, then they might do that as a special send-off for him. I don't really know. Could be an idea. And who do you think will end the streak? I don't think anyone will end the streak, personally.
If it does end, it should be a younger talent that deserves the win. Obviously, at the moment, the younger talent's not really getting the push they deserve. And if Taker's going to retire soon, no one's really built up to there. Nope. So if there had to be someone, just a name to give Taker's last WrestleMania match, blah, 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 would be Kane.
I know you love Kane, NJ. I think the problem here I have is now, he's beaten Triple H 3 times. Now, there aren't many bigger stars in the WWE now that could really take that streak than Triple H. And now Undertaker's beaten Triple H. What other guys could really take the streak from him? I don't think really WWE at this time haven't built up anyone apart from possibly John Cena to beat that streak. So I don't think they'll ever end the streak. And if they do end the streak, it probably will have to be just due to booking practices and the fact that he is the top guy for WWE. And that would have to be John Cena if they're going to end the streak. But even though you're sick, they're not going to do it. So you'll be fine. Fill your mouth with some pleasant tastes. Indeed, Kane. But there we go, and Triple H. Do you think Taker will ever win the World Heavyweight Championship or WWE Championship again? No, not while he's only going to be appearing at WrestleMania, so he shouldn't put the belt on him.
If we go back to your question before, if he's going to lose the streak, if he loses to a younger talent, and it's the World Heavyweight title match, it would be a bigger match than what he already was. He loses his WrestleMania match and he loses his title. That would have been good, but at this moment in time, I just think he's going to go on and just not have no title run, though. No,
especially when he's only appearing at WrestleManias now, pretty much, and not working a full schedule at all. So there we go. Connect 200 asked us 2 questions. What WrestleMania match do you think sucks? Oh, there are so many. Carly versus Kane. Bret versus Vince.
We have
Goldberg versus Lesnar.
That is definitely one. It's just appalling that that's happened, but yes.
A-Train and Big Show versus Undertaker.
Hey, what's that? We just said all those matches in 18 seconds.
Oh, Daniel versus Sheamus in an 18-second extravaganza. Anything from WrestleMania 15 that wasn't the main event sucks.
I just got a cough. Divas matches.
Generally, but there have been some good ones. But Divas matches generally aren't very well. There are so many matches that suck. Even some before WrestleMania 14 just suck. Like Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. Oh, that's all I can say. How can TNA improve? Should they bring back the 6-sided ring? I know you're not a massive fan of the 6-sided ring. I always liked the 6-sided ring as it did kind of make TNA seem a lot different to WWE. And it's one thing I think TNA needs to do a bit more of, and that is kind of do things different to WWE that they don't do. They've done it with their knockouts, their tag team wrestling, their X division. I think they should bring back the 6-sided ring, in my opinion. I think so.
With the way TNA are going now, when they've gone back to the 4-sided ring, the fact that their shows are getting better, even if the ring don't show it, I'm fine with the 4-sided ring. I think they should just keep going with that. Better performance in the ring with some of the main eventers wrestlers. I just think they should, where you say how can they improve, I just think they should just keep booking the talent, put in good on matches, and just keep building up good feuds.
I will say this though, the six-sided ring won't solve the problems, but I would like to see it back. But in terms of TNA improving, I'd say the one thing they need to do is they've got their products sorted out. Some people may not think that, but one thing they do need to think about is their marketing and stuff like that. That needs to be done a little bit better. And the things that happen behind the scene, I think the booking has gotten a bit better, the writing has gotten a bit better. They need to just keep making those small steps of making new stars, and they'll be getting a lot better, in my opinion. So there we go. And what the hell are you doing?
Sting!
Oh, Sting. Just don't make him a wrestler. Just don't do it. That's how one way you can improve. Just don't make Sting a wrestler. Should have just kept him as an authority figure and not Hogan, but there we go. Right, that's been a Q&A. Unless you want to do the crime time question, NJ?
Let's do it!
Oh, you might as well do the crime time question. What's your TR3 Dat Truth? Great name, by the way. What's your opinion on Crime Time? I personally feel like WWE really dropped the ball with these guys. They had so much charisma and weren't that bad in the ring. I feel they should have had a tag team title run. So what do you guys think about this? Yeah,
took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, really
did. Tag team title run. The fact they were really entertaining. The fact that people learned stuff from them. You know, the little gangster quotes, and also they're all about the money, yeah, yeah, money, yeah, yeah, money, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, whatever, yeah. So, yeah, I think that they should have kept them. I don't know why they broke these two guys up, because they were incredibly entertaining, and they never really got a legitimate tag title shot, did they? They had good feuds against, like, Miz and Morrison and stuff like that. They did have good feuds going on, and I'm just thinking they could have got a push. And also, when they split up, look up to Shad, and JTG just thrown about, just having the odd matches here and there. So, sadly, keeping them together would have benefited the tag team division and themselves.
You should have had them managed by Nelly. I'm just saying. There we go. Right. Do you want to answer that question before we go in, Jay?
Yeah, let's do it. Go on.
The Cashman, might as well. Do you believe that in the next 5 years or so, SmackDown will become the equivalent of WWE Heat in the Attitude Era? Do you even believe it's already become that? No. Not that bad.
I don't want to believe that it's going to go that low, because with SmackDown being as Rock showed a show that leveled up to Raw, I wouldn't want to see it swoop down that low. So no, not at all.
It is a filler show, but it should never be to the level of Sunday Night Heat. They have got some good stuff going on in SmackDown, just not as big as they give us on the A show Raw. So I don't think ever it should go. I think they should. A WWE Heat show is a good idea, but I don't think SmackDown should be that show. I still think they should have two separate shows. But the Heat show could be a good idea. I mean, an hour before the pay-per-view with some like preliminary matches, some like video packages, interviews, could be a good idea. They used to do it.
Well, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty happy that Heat's kind of gone, kind of not, because obviously they're having like YouTube matches and that. But at the same time, I'm thinking they're moving all the matches that could have been on Heat maybe into the actual show somehow or another. And also, again, SmackDown needs to boost itself up so people like you and other people don't think it's going to go that low.
Yeah, that'll be NXT. That's the one that will be the WWE Heat or the Superstars or something. But there we go. But SmackDown should never be something like that. It should be considered equal to Raw, or even just a less of a B show than what they're making it out to be. But there we go. That's been another Q&A from us, the British Fist. Ka-ching said very casually there, NJ. And keep sending us your questions in as we get ever so closer to the year anniversary of Q&As, Q&A number 52. So get your questions down in the comment section below through YouTube inbox or for our Facebook, facebook.com/British Fist. And keep sending us your questions. And if it hasn't been answered yet, it will be answered in the future Q&A. I'm just saying, guys, we get a lot of questions and we do try to get through them as quickly as we can. Now, NJ, time for you to do your very awesome outro.
Well, the fact you said my name, what's up? And now people, this has been our 50th Q&A. And from Mr. Parkin and me, NJ, keep the Q's coming, keep the questions coming. Until next time, people, goodbye.